You are listening to Guillotines and Guitar, your southern infusion of everything rock and horror, served over lavish libations. Here are your hosts, Carol Gainey, Scott Barfield, and Chris Hicks. Enjoy.
This week's sponsors for the show are Shane's Tire and Towing, #1 in the tire business. With state-of-the-art equipment and alignment machine, Shane's Tire and Towing for all your new and used tire needs. Worth the call. Every time. Call Shane at 843-309-5920. Maryland Fried Chicken of Hartsville. The best shrimp and hush puppies in town. Great restaurant with great service. Fresh marinated chicken with an unbelievable menu. Do yourself a favor and stop by for some goodness. Fur grading and paving. For all your residential and commercial needs. For grading and clearing, topsoil, sand, clay, gravel and asphalt, give Jeffrey Fur a call today at 843-537-2881. You will be glad you did. J. Michael's Bar and Grill. The perfect place to try some new stuff or enjoy the classics. It's a great choice, so make it your first choice. Listen to some live music on the porch while you enjoy a cold one. Come get it while it lasts. Spiro's Wings and Ale. Great food. Live music and a great atmosphere. Food and drink specials with the best service around. Always the place to be with friends, family, or just bring yourself. You deserve it. Thanks to all our sponsors.
And happy Monday, everybody. We are back for another podcast show.
Number 13.
Number 13. That's what I was about to say. You beat me to it.
Beat you to it.
Beat me to it. It's podcast night, and we are ready to talk some guillotines and guitars. We got a special guest, Miss Jenny Edward
Jenny.
Bartholomew. Elizabeth. Jenny.
Was that right? Jenny Bartholomew.
Is that close?
Yep,
Elizabeth?
that works.
From Wyndham, South
right.
Carolina.
Wyndham. I didn't know you was from Wyndham, South Carolina.
Nah,
All the way from Wyndham, South Carolina.
Jenny Elizabeth, she's a good friend of ours. She's a fan of the show, and she was nice enough to come on and grace us with her presence.
Yep.
And
No.
we appreciate it.
We appreciate it.
Don't
Thank
get the line. I mean, she is a friend of ours, but she might not be a fan of the show.
She be calling the show in the middle of the night. Hey guys, how you doing? We got a damn it, you found it, didn't you?
Got found what?
The book of knowledge.
You got a page missing, by the way.
No,
He's looking for that expense page.
It's still here.
We got a heck of a show for you tonight.
And I'm tacking on a few more for that.
Oh boy, this guy, he charges us mileage to come up here and do this show. We got a heck of a show for you. Our guillotines.
Heck of a show.
A show. Guillotine's topic tonight is, what is your favorite Friday the 13th movie? And where was it filmed? No, that ain't right. We said
Camp Crystal
Camp
Lake.
Crystal Lake. Where?
Yeah,
Is
where-
it
yeah, where-
real?
yeah.
And what is the name of it now? Or what's it used for? Or,
fuck that all up.
It's fine.
we used to it. We used to it, Chris.
So
We are.
guillotines, what's your favorite Friday the 13th movie? And where is Camp Crystal Lake? Is it real? And what it is today? Our guitars topic is, we're going to do a little tribute to Miss Tina Turner,
Yep,
the
Miss
Queen of
Tina
Rock.
Turner. She died last Wednesday,
Yep.
May 24th. Was that it? May
Yeah.
24th, 2023.
83 years old.
83. And she was the queen of rock and roll. So
And I didn't know that until he hammered
Well,
my ass with some hard evidence.
she's not,
Shame on you, Scott.
she's not really the type of rock that we do on the show, but, being
at her time.
being she is an icon and,
Yeah.
she, kind of a trailblazer for women in the industry,
She
figure.
is 120 million album sold.
12
Grammys.
12 Grammys.
Been
I think
nominated
almost
2
180
times.
million
Oh, it
albums.
might have been 180 million.
Yeah. So that's a lot of albums sold.
Been nominated twice for the Hall of Fame or whatever.
Yeah.
91 and then, was it 2001 or 2005?
2000. It was in the late 2000s, I think.
Oh, was it?
When she nominated for a solo career, but
Somebody's been doing some research.
She's impressive.
I think it was 2007.
2007.
I think so.
might be.
I think so.
But yeah,
Correct,
so
their
she
ass,
is.
Jenny. Correct.
So that's
We
our.
want the truth on this show.
So that's gonna be our topic tonight, and we can go ahead and christen our show with our shots tonight are Jello shots from who? Who gave us the Jello shots? Where we get them from?
Pick 'em off
we
the
just
side of the road.
picked them off the side, of the road. Yep, we get them off the side
So
of the
they
road.
have
for
a
friends.
Jello shot farm. Like, is it beside like the strawberry?
It's between
You
the
go and-
strawberries and cranberries.
You go and pick your own. So
Oh, you pick your own. Oh, okay.
You grow your own Jello shots.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So here's to a good show.
mine looks like it has a hair.
Jenny, good to have you on.
Thanks for having
That's just
me.
personality.
Cheers.
All right. Cheers.
I'm gonna eat my Jello shot.
That didn't sound nasty at all when you said that.
I'm still eating home.
That
Okay.
was
That
was pretty good.
refreshing. Feel like
Okay.
I'm back in high school with my Smirnoff ices.
And do a Jello shot.
Yeah, my Zimas and
All right.
Smirnoffs.
Boone
We gonna
Farm.
let the
Boone's Farm, yeah.
we're gonna let the lovely Jenny do our coin spin to see where we start.
Here it goes. Bam! Looks like it's guitars.
It looks like
Damn it. And I do
Guitars.
Starting
Let me.
on the rock
so we're
subject.
starting. Yep, on the rock subject with Miss Tina Turner.
Miss Turner. Let's see. Miss Tina Turner. Let me pull some information up here on my
So, did anybody have a favorite song by Tina Turner?
rolling on a river.
Proud Mary.
Mine's What's Love Got to Do with It? That's got to be my favorite.
I like that song. Yeah,
Yeah.
I wasn't a very big Tina Turner fan. You know, I mean, just because it's not my style of music I like to listen to. But I mean, you definitely have to appreciate her for what all she's done. But yeah, that was one song I did like. I think it come out when in 80, was it 84 or 88? What's Love Got to Do with it?
In public, he wasn't a big Tina Turner fan, but in private,
Behind the
taking
scenes,
showers and
No, but I did like What's Love Got to Do with it.
it is
I
a
like
good
that
song. She's had
The
quite a few
softer
good
side
songs.
comes out when you get on this show, man.
Sometimes, yeah.
You want here's the softer side of Scott.
But no, and like Chris talking about Proud Mary, you know, that's a CCR song that Tina Turner and Ike Turner
Redo.
covered. I think
Covered.
it come out, I think CCR did it in 69, and Ike and Tina Turner did it in 71, I
yeah.
think. Huh. Yeah. But they did a kind of a slow down, more kind of bluesy version of it.
It's
which is
pretty cool,
actually,
though.
it is.
Yeah.
It's a good version. It is. It's a real
pretty
good
cool.
version.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
See, I learned a lot on this show.
Hey, Ike was very creative and very
He was. He was
self-driven.
also, you know,
Yes, we
very abusive, you know, both
yeah, and controlling and
physically
all
and,
aspects.
you know, mentally.
Yeah.
He was, you know, he abused her. And do you know, here's a fun little guitar fact. We hadn't done one of these in a while.
We had.
Do you know that Ike Turner actually, he gave Tina Turner her name. She was born as
Anna Mae Bullock.
Anna Mae
Yep.
Bullock.
Bullock.
And Ike, that's what I said.
Bullock,
Was she kin to Sandy?
not Bullock. Like
Okay.
guillotines.
Okay.
Bullock.
Bullock,
Guillotines and Bullock.
not Bullock.
No,
Bullock.
Bullock.
Okay. Anna Mae Bullock.
There you go. Thank you. Made me happy.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Ah!
Even Jenny's
You are
agreeing
one
with him.
Ah!
Did you pay
good.
that woman
Get you
before the
some.
show started?
No,
But I know, but you know that Ike Turner, who she ended up marrying, he was the bass player in the band, Ike and Tina Turner.
Yeah.
He actually came up with the name Tina Turner, but he actually
Owned the name.
owned the name. He bought it because in case
Happened.
Tina left him, he was going to get another singer to come in there and use the Tina Turner name. Mm-hmm. And actually, when they got a divorce, I think in '76, and when they split up, he had the rights to the name. She lost her name. She couldn't use Tina Turner. And she went on for, I think, 3 years before, 1980, I think, or 1979, before she, I guess in court, she won the name back.
So that she
could use it. And then she had her big comeback as a solo artist in 1980, 81, I think.
She was very successful.
Yeah, she was. But I mean, I didn't know that he was smart enough to trademark the name. He was like, your name's gonna be Tina Turner, but I'm a trademark it, so it's gonna be mine now.
I'm on it.
And it worked for a few years, but then she was able to win, I guess, in court. I don't know what happened.
In 1986, she also set a Guinness World Record for selling the most seats. She sold 180,000 seats.
That was in Rio de Janeiro at a concert.
Yep.
And she broke a world record as being the solo artist who had the largest concert from paying customers. And it was 180,000 people in Rio, and she beat the record was held by Frank Sinatra 8 years earlier, which had been in 1980, I think. And he had 170,000 people at the same stadium.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Does she still hold that record? I wonder.
I don't
know.
think so. I don't know. Well, that's for a solo. Or I would imagine Michael Jackson's probably broken that.
Yeah, probably.
But I mean, I don't know. But at the time,
you obviously ain't never been to a Two Hicks in a Box show.
I've been to several.
Actually, you probably you've been part of Two Hicks in a Box show before, haven't you?
Two Hicks in a
Barfield.
Yeah, Two Hicks in a Barfield.
When Scott comes on, it's Two Hicks in a Barfield. But that's incredible. 180,000 seats for back in that day. That's stout.
She was also the first woman and the first black woman to be on the cover of the Rolling Stones.
Yep,
She was on the
magazine.
cover of the Rolling Stones?
She was.
I didn't know
She
that.
was actually on the very second issue that Rolling Stones had.
Well, shit.
She was on the cover.
That's also impressive.
That is.
For that date and time and era.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, she broke all kind of, proverbial glass ceilings, as they say,
Proverbial glass. Boy, you pulled that out of your ass, didn't you? Proverbial. Can you?
Yeah, well, it's, what they say, the glass ceiling. She broke in the glass ceiling, what women are always, it's kind of a man's world, so to speak.
It sounded good when you said it.
Well, thank you.
Now you just ruined the shit.
So I know y'all typically probably don't play games here, but let's see who can get the closest. How many records do you think she sold?
150 million.
I think she sold about 180 million.
I'm gonna go 160.
No, 100 million.
100 million.
100 million.
Worldwide. Yep, during her career. Yep.
Yeah, no, I think there's different accounts.
Well, I mean, the numbers are probably extremely high now.
Yeah.
They probably got some with her and Ike, and then her as a solo artist. But probably solo, it could be around 100 million.
And like Jenny said earlier, she's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame twice.
Yeah.
Once with Ike and Tina Turner, and then
once as a solo.
Or you might have said that, I think.
Yeah.
One of y'all said that.
But
yeah, so she's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame twice.
Now I wonder how many people have made it to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame twice.
I'm sure there's probably a lot. Well, when I say a lot, I mean
3 or 4.
Not a lot. Well, yeah.
Yep. Probably a good bit, but I mean it's impressive to make it one time, but if you make it twice,
you still in rare air if you in there twice, because I'm sure there ain't many people in there twice.
And it makes me wonder if anybody's ever been inducted 3 or 4 times.
I'm trying to find.
So she was inducted. She was inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1991. as part of Ike and Tina Turner. And then it was in 2021 when she got into the solo artist. So just a couple years ago.
Yeah, not long ago.
Yeah.
But that is impressive.
That is. Do you know, have y'all heard a rumor about her insuring her legs?
For, was it
Like $3.2 million.
per, because it was like over $1.5 million a leg, I heard, or something
Yeah,
like that.
something like that. She never confirmed that she did that, but there was a lot of, a lot of articles out saying that.
She probably did. They probably had.
Well, that was, like even Tina Turner herself has said that, she thinks she's probably just as famous for her legs as she is for her voice.
I mean, if I had her legs, I'd probably insure them too. I mean, the woman had a nice set of legs.
She did, but she hated her body when she was growing up.
Yeah.
And I mean, and she said that the only reason she wore real short skirts when she performed is not for the look of it, but because she could move around and dance a lot easier in something short than long. She said it was really for convenience instead of actual, sex appeal or whatever. But it turned out
You got me over here looking up Tina Turner's legs.
Yeah, but I mean, it's been rumored that she had them insured.
Like
for
you
like
looking up
3.2
pictures
million.
or information on them or what?
Both.
Both.
So she was signed. Her first record label was Loma Records, a company off of Warner Brothers side of the area there. 64. That's in there. I've never heard of Loma Records. You ever heard of Loma Records?
I have not.
I'm sure they're not around anymore.
But she also, after Loma, Capitol, Parlophone Records. You ever heard of Parlophone? The hell is that?
Are they kin to xylophone?
We got Universal, BMG, United Artists Records. I don't know what the hell that. Virgin Records. She was signed with. She picked up a lot of labels.
Oh, I'm sure.
Damn.
Just think about how many movies and commercials that her songs have been played in.
Yeah. And she's been in quite a few movies, too.
Mm-hmm.
She had in Mad Max.
Yeah, that she had a good role in
She played in Mad Max.
Yeah.
The original Mad Max.
The original with Mel Gibson. Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. She had the song "We Don't Need Another Hero" for that soundtrack.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, the band Ghost.
Yeah.
They just released a cover of that song.
Oh, really?
"We Don't Need Another Hero" by Tina Turner.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a weird band. I could see them doing something like that.
They are extremely weird.
They're. It's a. Which I like a lot of their songs, but
I do. They got some.
But
good
yeah,
music, they're freaking weird.
Yes,
man.
definitely they kind of own a.
That was
different
one
level.
Travis could not talk me into going to
Oh,
see.
really?
No.
Oh, you didn't go see him?
No, I think did Ryan go with him?
I don't think Ryan went.
Somebody went with him. Anyway, yeah.
I would have wanted to go see him just because they're one of those bands that's kind of out there. It's just
I
like-
mean, so if they're out there, then the people coming to see them's out there too. And
Travis
I
went,
don't know.
so-
well,
Yeah,
he's kind of out there.
Oh,
I think. So whatever happened to Ike? Did he die?
yeah, way before she did.
When
did
he
he?
die?
I'm not sure. I didn't.
I'm pretty sure.
I hadn't done much research on him because it wasn't about Ike Turner. So
No, but I'm pretty sure he's been dead for years, I think. But now I could be wrong. But let me go ahead and fact check Chris.
do you ever listen to John Boy and Billy?
I
Yeah.
do.
They did a Ask Ike, and it's they take it off of Ike Turner is what they do.
Yeah.
I bet that shit's funny as hell.
So Ike
It is
Turner,
it's a trip.
Ike Turner was born November the 5th, 1931.
November the 5th, isn't that your birthday? Your and Daryl's.
Not 1931, it's not. But
Well, but I mean,
it's more like 91. But
yeah, okay.
and then December the 12th, 2007 is when.
Oh, so he died a long time ago.
Yeah, I thought he had been. I mean,
Ike.
Old Ike. He whooping some ass. I shouldn't say that. That's bad. That's too early. Is it too early?
No, it's
too
it's
early
not
for
too
that.
early.
I want
Too early.
I mean, Ike's been known to whoop a few ass before.
A few women
Yeah.
ass.
He told her twice.
Tried to take her name too.
And did for a few years.
Yeah.
didn't
For
He-
a couple years.
He was smart, and legally, they really shouldn't have been able to take that from him if he.
I wonder.
They shouldn't have, but I mean, I guess she'd been using the name, and it was
Yeah, and she should have been able to use it in a different way, kind of. But if he gave her that name and he
well. He's
trademarked
from what
it or copied
what
it,
I read about it is that he came up with the name and
Mm-hmm.
gave her the name, and then he trademarked it so he
Well,
could keep it.
I mean, I guess that's like getting married. You get married, you get somebody's last name, you get divorced. And if the woman wants her maiden name back, like she has to pay to have her maiden name back.
yeah.
So I guess to me, it's the same thing, regardless if he came up with the name or not. She should, I think, be entitled to that name.
She should be, but I mean, if he.
She's the one who
legally-
made the name, but he's the one who gave her the name.
Yeah,
but
I mean-
I don't like I said, I don't know. From what I could read, it just said that after several years, right around 1979, 1980 is when she was able to use the name again. So I don't know if she had to pay, which might have. I mean, it might have been. 'Cause I'm sure they went through courts and all. And
Oh, yeah,
it might have been she had to pay him money or something.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
to
if she,
use it.
and
So
if
I
she done
mean,
that, that's.
yeah.
fair.
So I don't know exactly how she got to use the name again, but she did. But
Yeah. Well.
so,
So-
Carol, I don't think we heard your favorite song by Tina Turner.
No. I mean, I like Simply the Best. We Don't Need Another Hero. I mean, We Don't Need Another Hero was probably, with watching like Mad Max and stuff.
One I always kind of liked was "You Better Be Good to Me."
Yeah.
Remember that song? That was a cool song too.
Yeah. She had a bunch of good songs.
Yeah, she
But
did. She had a lot of good
I
songs.
wonder how many number ones she had, but
She only had one number
one number one.
So
I think so.
in December,
I think she had like 7 or 8 top 10 songs, but only one number one.
December.
And that was
What's love got
What's
to do with
Love
it?
Got to
Yeah,
Do
now
with
that was a great song.
It? Yeah.
That was a shower jam, wasn't it?
Was that a shower jam, Chris?
that was yes,
So,
yes, sir.
So you looking December the 12th of 2007? Is that what you're looking at?
Well, I was looking at. She had some upcoming shows. She was still
Oh, wow.
performing. Well, according to this, she just May 24th, 2023. God bless America, this computer.
That was when she died, wasn't it?
I think
Wasn't it May
so.
24th?
I believe so.
I think that was the day she died. She had a show that day?
It said venue the Marquee
I
Club.
think she did have a show scheduled
In,
or something. I
London.
remember seeing.
It said
Yeah, she died May 24th, 2023.
well, according to this, she had a show that day in London at the Marquee Club. And she was in South Carolina 2012 with the Trans-Siberian, I can't say it.
Trans-Siberian Orchestra. Was she?
Trans-Siberian Orchestra. Yeah. December 9th, 2012 with the Rolling Stones.
Oh, I thought it was the Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Yep, / Rolling Stones / Tina Turner.
Damn, where was that at?
Charlotte,
You said South Carolina.
North Carolina.
He was close.
I was
Yeah,
close.
You know,
I was at Carowinds. I was
six of one, half a dozen of another.
Have you ever seen the Trans-Siberian Orchestra?
I want to.
We went and saw them. Saw them a couple of times. They put on a good show.
Oh, I bet.
It's just all Christmas stuff, but
Oh,
still,
yeah.
it's
I bet it's impressive. I bet
it
it
is.
make you want to go home.
The guy who started that is the guy who played that band Sabotage. You remember them?
Oh, yeah.
80s band.
Yeah.
Or late 80s band.
He started the side.
Mm-hmm. He started it.
So has he still got like is he the main owner?
Yeah,
dude,
he
the
does.
main-
They have 2 Trans-Siberian orchestras. They have a East Coast and a West Coast.
Yeah.
You remember
So he don't get up and go to work in the mornings like we do.
No, I doubt it. He don't have to. But the West Coast Trans-Siberian Orchestra, you know who the drummer is?
Blas Elias.
Yeah, from Slaughter.
And the East Coast has got that. Oh man, what's that dude? Because Ryan just showed him to me playing to a click track or whatever.
I don't remember who's.
He just.
I don't remember who it
He
is.
just because he showed it to me, and then he said, you know who? Well, he showed me a different video of him playing, and then he said, you know who he plays for now, and then he showed me.
But I mean, all those guys can play.
remember
I mean, you talking about
yeah, they
talent.
say talent.
Damn ta-
Well, because
And
that's
I'm
what
talking
Ryan,
about precise too. I mean,
Ryan was showing me the
Just-
click track that he was playing to.
Well, of course, Metallica did it with him. I've read they was having a hard time with tempo because Lars would he don't keep good tempo.
yeah, that's been
And,
a problem for years.
Yeah, and they said they did cuts after practices after practices, and
Damn drummers.
they said finally that they couldn't get him like out. They was like, well, we just got to work with it, and I guess it worked out good because it sounded good to me. But,
Yeah.
he'll speed some shit up,
Oh, I know. He'll speed some shit up and slow some shit down too.
Yeah, so
So
I can hear
That's
that. I mean, fucking goddamn violins, huh? Fucking slowing me down, huh? Fuck it, huh? Oh, I fucking fuck that up.
See there, Jenny. We
see what we
go
deal
from
with.
Tina Turner to now we're talking about Trans-Siberian Orchestra and Metallica, and we got Chris doing his impression of Lars.
Yeah,
We run down through the ditch. We run off the tracks. We do everything.
Maybe y'all should have like a random night, just random shit
That's
that
a good
everybody
idea.
thinking of.
I think every week we have a
I
random.
think so too. I think every week's random.
Well, if we do a random night, it'll make more sense of what we're doing. Then they'll be like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, okay, they're random.
Maybe we need to change the name to Random Shit Podcast.
Random shit.
Random.
Rambling, just rambling.
Rambling.
Jenny, did you get shot at coming over here?
Well,
what's going on
they
here?
told me if I bought the shirt with the holes in it, it was going to be 50% off. So it sounded like a good deal to me. I mean, for $7, you
Hey,
couldn't beat it.
$7 can't beat it.
That's a good deal.
I was like, I wonder if she realizes she's got
Yeah.
holes in her shirt.
It's the style.
Damn.
Don't worry.
So you
about
got
him,
that shirt
Jenny.
for $7.
Yeah,
So without the holes, it'd have been 14.
probably. I wasn't willing to pay 14 for it, so I took it with the holes.
Well, most clothing now, when it has holes in it, it's more expensive. Yeah.
Yeah,
True.
Sierra had some
it's true.
jeans on that had, both the knees were gone.
I bet Scott was
big
like,
holes.
goddamn, I could have did that.
That's what I told her. I was like, I could get some of your old jeans out the damn closet. I could have made those for free. Hell.
Hell, you seen the damn shoes that Chris had on last week, and they're telling what it cost. They didn't have nothing but the strap on the toes and the.
Talking about the damn barefoot bandit.
Barefoot sandals.
He's a
Walking
barefoot
around.
bandit.
Hey, y'all gonna quit tripping off my damn feet.
Well,
I like
when you wear
being-
some shoes, we will.
We're comfortable in here. We're casual.
We are casual.
I mean, look at Jenny. She's casual. She got
is
holes in her
casual.
damn shirt.
she's casual.
It's good.
What? Maybe you can get her to paint your toes like she did hers, and Scott.
That's
won't
a nice
mind so
color.
much.
I mean, I go to the nail salon because I get out of breath bending down trying to paint my toenails.
Well,
Me-
Chris can prop his feet up for you.
I don't know if I'm up to that challenge.
Get that woman another shot.
Shit's getting weird.
She had that look like, can we move on to something, man?
All right, moving along. So anyway, so we heard my choices on Tina Turner. Have we heard?
Yeah.
We heard yours and Jenny's,
Yeah.
Chris.
Jenny's
Yep, heard mine.
and
Yeah.
I put mine
Chris
right there.
picked Proud Mary, which was the
Yep.
cover they did.
Yep.
Yep.
So
Need to switch some gears.
people are gonna miss Tina Turner, but people will still keep listening.
Well, that's the thing about artists, that music lives on long
Yeah.
after they've gone.
And our kids and grandkids will make more money now
Yeah.
because,
Well,
Some-
they'll make. She actually sold her catalog, so I guess they'll get the money that she made off of that. She sold her catalog for $50 million, I think.
$50 million for a damn catalog.
Catalog of music,
Wow.
which means she don't own it own the music anymore. So
So
I
the
think-
owners, the copyright owners,
Yeah,
now,
they
that-
now
yeah.
own everything.
Well, hopefully podcasters can, benefit like that too.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sell my coin for $20 million.
Where's mine?
million.
Have you sold mine?
He sold it for 10.
It's sitting on my dresser, collecting dust.
So you say.
Is that there? I keep looking at it every time. I was like, damn, I got.
I know.
Scott.
You keep saying that, but I never see it back in here. So I guess I'm going to show up at his
It's
house.
on a black.
one day.
It's on a black auction right now.
Chris, come
Scott
out.
Barfield's coin.
You'll come out for work, and Scott's going to be sitting in your yard.
I'll be knocking on his door. He'll be inside. I'm like, Kimberly, get down, get down, get down.
Scott will be like, "Where's my damn coin
I see
at,
movement
Chris?"
in there, Chris. Open the door. Crawl to the bathroom, crawl.
I'll start barking. "Roo!"
Call my boss. Tell him I'm going to be late for work.
All right, let's switch some gears. We are now moving on to
Moving on.
guillotines.
The guillotines.
My favorite subject. I love talking about guillotines.
I do
Guillotines.
too. Love talking about guillotines.
Let's get this out of the way, Jenny. How do you pronounce guillotines?
Guillotines.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm
Thank
sorry,
you.
Jenny, but you would be wrong.
Tell them, Jenny,
What
there's
is-
2 L's in that
What
son
is
of a
the
bitch.
what is the American
Guillotines.
pronunciation for that?
Did you get that?
How's it
Um,
pronounced in America? He got it.
Guillotines.
I'm sure he got it.
Down here
Scott, would you
at
like
the
to
corner of Packlet and Walmart, we say guillotines.
at the corner of Patrick?
No,
Walmart?
well, actually, do you know guillotines came from the device was named after a French guy who was he was in the National Guard or something, and he's the one who came up with the law that
People say it both ways.
all execution should be carried out by a machine rather than people doing it, so it's less painful for the people. Get it over quicker. And and his last name was Guillotine, and the device was named after him, which is guillotine. He was French, so in French the 2 L's are pronounced "you," not "la."
So
we
this-
just say it the Southern way,
But
Chris.
yeah, but
You
I
can
mean
say
it's
it anyway.
it's.
I bet,
you
I bet
can't-
when he said it,
Let me show this
he
to
said
the camera.
guillotines.
No, he said guillotine.
No, he said guillotines.
So that was his last name, but it can be pronounced.
Nobody
both
gives a
ways.
shit what that phone says. You can put that shit up. It's guillotines.
It can be pronounced
It ain't
both
what the
ways.
phone says. It's what Google
But
says.
no, yeah, I mean it can be pronounced both ways. It can be guillotine or guillotine. Either way.
it is pronounced.
I
I
looked,
guess it's
I looked
all-
you up on Google. You don't want to hear what it says. So I don't
care. I
I
don't
don't
care
trust
what
Google.
Google says.
But I'm going by who invented the law and what the machine was named after. And his last name was Guillotine because he was a Frenchman. So
Did you talk to him?
no, I didn't because that was in 1700s.
You know what he said if you had talked to him?
But I do know who
Guillotine.
uses. I do know
Guillotines.
who uses a guillotine a lot in their show. That's Alice Cooper, and I've heard him in an
And I
interview
bet
say guillotine.
I bet he said guillotines.
Guillotine.
You're wrong. You're dead wrong.
I am right.
You're wrong, Mr. Ryback.
But anyway, for those out there, we had people commenting on certain videos saying
And everybody
Yes.
agrees with me.
it's guillotines or it's guillotine, but it could be said either way.
They said
So,
Scott's an idiot, Carol's a dumbass, Chris is a guillotine genius.
I have yet to see those
I
emails.
think that was one of his Facebook friends
I
that
think so,
commented
too.
on there. I believe we could.
And
look
hey,
at-
I sent one myself.
either that, I'm almost positive he was trying to contact people. Hey, send in a message. Send in a message.
send some emails.
Say it. Say it. It's guillotine. Guillotine.
I had done no such thing. But I have seen those emails.
I know you have. You
No.
were waiting on them to come out too, weren't you?
Guillotines. It's guillotine. It just sounds good. That's the way it's supposed to be, man.
Say guillotine.
You got to pronounce them L's.
I'll give you Scott's coin if you say guillotine.
Yeah, but it's a
Send in an
French
email.
word.
Is
so-
anybody out there want Scott's coin? I'll give you $100. You give me $100 for it. It's yours.
I will be at Chris's house tonight to get it. So,
All right. So Guillotine's topic is: what is your favorite Friday the 13th movie? And where is Camp Crystal Lake? Is it a real place? And what is it today? That's a long one.
that is.
I'm
Yeah,
glad we
wanna-
I'm glad we got through the guitars a little bit early because this is gonna take a minute.
So y'all want to do a go around the table? You want to
Let's do an open discussion. Let's do an open
You kind of
discussion.
need to
Open
somewhat do
forum.
open forum about.
Yeah, let's do a
We can
little
do
open.
because of the Crystal Lake.
It's
thing.
it's
We can
recess
do
time,
that.
boys and girls, and we're gonna run out and play.
All right, well, let's go. All right, so who wants to open it up? Who knows where Crystal Lake is?
Hardwick Township, New Jersey.
Okay.
You want to know what county and the zip code?
Yeah.
I don't know that yet. I have to look it up.
Was it like Hampton County or something like that, or Hampton, or
It was
it was cut on the movie? It was a
on
fake county.
the movie it was
Cunningham, or
yeah, on the movie it was Cunningham County. Do you know why they named it, which was a fictional county? They named it because the director of the movie was Sean S. Cunningham, and so they named the county after him.
I could tell you the name of the road that's on. Sand Pond Road.
oh really?
Yep. And it's now called Camp No B.
Nobi Bow School.
Yep.
Boy Scouts
Yep.
camp. Yep. And they still open it up on certain days for fans of the show to come and tour it. They still have stuff up and around there.
That's pretty cool.
So let me tell you, I was working in New Jersey, and they had an announcement that popped up that they were going to be opening the camp up for people to tour. And so my buddy Jeff that works with me, he saw that because he follows a lot of different horror stuff, and he saw that time it opened up. I can't remember what the tickets were, but they were fairly expensive, $150, $80, whatever it was. But time he seen it, he was like, "You want to go do that?" I was like, "Yeah, get us tickets." It had been like a 2 or 3 hour drive for us.
Yeah.
By the time they opened that thing up, and a few hours later when he had talked to me and we went to get tickets, they were sold out, buddy, already. I mean,
They
and
were.
it's- yeah, they don't do it that much, but they it's like if you're not waiting and ready to
Hit
to
the buy button.
hit the
when
buy
they go
button
on
right
sale.
now, yeah, like they will be gone, and they will be gone quickly. Or that was our experience. I mean,
I don't mean to interrupt, but you know what we forgot today.
well, yeah, we forgot to christen this part of
We
the
forgot.
episode.
Yes, we did, didn't we?
I'm sorry, but I got to put something in me. That sounded all wrong. Damn, that sounded wrong. Damn. Jenny, she's gonna partake in a Jello shot, which is fine. It has a bunch of libations in it, and we're gonna drink a little Fireball. The hell is that?
What, I'm filling up my shot glass.
You ain't just gonna drink out the bottle?
No, I'm not.
Actually, that's pretty good idea. I'll have another shot for later.
Yeah, look at there.
Yeah, I like that. Look at that little teeny spoon.
That's so cute.
Little teeny spoon. You want to take it home and pet it. Put it to bed, tuck it in.
So cute.
Hey, it's just perfect for those shots, though.
I'm telling you.
All right, so let's backtrack a little bit.
Yeah. Thanks to our bartender calling out tonight.
Yeah, we
Some-
wasn't on schedule.
Yeah.
We lagging.
Damn lazy ass.
He keeps us straight.
I had to go up there and take the tarps down myself, by the way.
Did you really?
Yep. But that's okay.
Cheers.
Here's
Cheers.
the guillotines. Thank you, Jenny, for being on. That always kicks you in the back of the throat.
And you want to do the whole bottle.
But anywho,
He will before the night's over with.
Oh, I know.
So they had a lot of locations they filmed.
I think
Alabama,
each
Georgia.
one of them, yeah, they were filmed in all different places.
Yeah, they were filmed in Connecticut, California.
Connecticut was the second one. Yep. Friday the 13th Part 2, which was the one with Jason where he had the sack on his head.
Yeah, with the one eye hole.
Do
Didn't
you
it have one eye hole?
Yeah, just one eye hole. Here's a nice little fun guillotine fact.
He's
That is, do you know that
he went to remedial school. It's actually pronounced guillotines. But go ahead. He didn't ever change classes.
the writer
He stayed in one class all day.
I think
hall.
Pop up picture books,
Study hall.
I think the writer of the movie, the first Friday the 13th, was Victor Miller, I think his name was. And he originally had Jason as just a back plot. He wasn't supposed to come back like in the second one or anything. He was dead, already dead.
Yeah.
And he said that before. He said, I made him, he was dead. There was going to be no him coming back or anything. His mother was the one doing the killing, and that was what the story was. Do you know also what the name he had for? It wasn't Jason to start out with.
What was it?
Chris.
Please tell me it was Chris.
It was Chris.
No, Josh.
Josh
Voorhees.
Josh Voorhees.
Could you imagine that? Josh Voorhees. It don't have the same effect.
I know. I mean, it just loses.
It seems weird, like Josh. But I mean, I guess it would have been called that.
That'd be kind of like if you was born in the '80s kid, it would be called Josh.
Yeah, or Chris, maybe.
Chris.
Yeah. See, that sounds stupid. Just like Josh.
Yeah, that would have been horrible, man. Jason, it's just scary, man. Scary.
It is.
We may or may not have.
The hockey mask took it to a different level, I think.
And that the hockey mask came in part 3.
Was it part 3?
Yep, because in part 2,
Yeah,
Jason wasn't in the first one. Well, at the end he was when he was a
Because
boy.
he ended up getting the hockey mask or something.
He ended up getting hockey mask from the character named Shelley in part 3, who actually had the hockey mask. He
He
wore.
went to a. No, that's not right.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. He went to a hockey game. He beat the shit out the goalie and took the mask.
Took it from Wayne Gretzky.
Yeah. Get your facts right, man.
Yeah, it was the third one. So he didn't have the hockey mask in part 2 because he wore the bag with the one eye hole. And it was midway through the third one, I think. When the character name was Shelley, the kind of bigger guy,
Yeah.
And he was the one always trying to play pranks on people. And so he actually had the hockey mask on when he played a prank on one of the girls in the cabin, jumped out with the hockey mask on.
Yeah.
To scare her. But then he was outside with it, and I guess the girl that he brought to the cabin kind of rejected, where she said she liked him at first, but he kept playing pranks and all, she's like,
Yeah.
I kind of liked you at first, but the way you're so insecure about yourself, was a real turnoff. And then he walked outside onto the pier, and that's where
he met the maker.
Yeah, where he said he met Jason, and I guess Jason took the hockey mask from there. And
yeah, and it took it to a whole new level. I mean,
it did with the hockey mask. It was
it was on.
Which I read some stuff when I was doing some research on it, and it was a couple different articles I read where they were talking about the bag he had on in part 2 was just wasn't scary, but I thought that was scary.
I thought it was scary
with the bag
too.
on his head with just a one eye hole. I was like,
I mean, because
that thing looked scary to me.
If you think about all the awesome scenes in Friday the 13th, like when he stabbed that boy in the head in the RV or whatever, and like the RV turns over and sliding, and then it shows him walking like on top of the camper.
He bust the door.
Yeah, I mean, that was some creepy shit right there. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, and just
there was one thing about Friday the 13th. There was a lot of different kills that were very unique. It was like you watching them, you're like, oh, like especially I think it was part 7 where he took the girl in the sleeping bag.
I was just thinking about that.
Picked her up.
Yeah, she's trying to hold the zipper, or whatever.
Yeah, she's trying to zip herself up there, like. That ain't gonna help you. No.
No, no.
Yeah, he slammed her upside the tree.
Yep.
And I was
Do you like Friday the 13th, Jenny?
So I watched the very first one when I was young. You know, obviously it came out when I was a kid, and it scared me half to death. So I am not interested in that shit.
So you don't
Really?
like horror movies?
No, I don't. I just. But now my 12-year-old son, he will sit there and watch that crap all day, every day, and I'm like, I'll walk in and some crazy scene will be on, and it'll like make this loud noise, and I'm like, ah!
What did you do?
It scares the daylights out of me.
That's to me like your son. When I was young, I loved horror movies. I mean, I loved being scared. And
You still
Yeah.
love
You
it.
Well, I still do, yeah.
told
You
us
still
the
like being
story
scared.
about you and Ryan in the theater.
Oh,
Scott,
I know.
And you watched the movie with your damn eyes.
Yeah.
covered.
I know, but I mean, I still loved every minute of it. And
When's
just
the-
like now, I still watch all these movies. I think Friday 13th Part 6, the
Oh, man,
poster we
that's
got
the
there, I think
bomb.
I watched it not a month ago, I think.
When's the last time you watched a scary movie and like the hair on your arms or the back of your neck
Oh, my
stand up when
gosh,
you're
yeah.
watching something?
It's been a while just because
Has
I'm
it?
older now. Yeah.
Nothing still creeps
More
you out.
likely
well-
to have a heart attack now.
Some
I
things
think
will
there-
still creep me out every now
I
and
think
then.
there was one movie. What was it? Me and Ryan were watching because Ryan had already seen it. I hadn't seen it yet. He come up to the house and it was on one of the streaming services. So we watched it and what was it? Was it like Annabelle or
Oh,
the
yeah.
second or third? And there was different ones. It had The Conjuring and then.
Yeah.
They had a bunch of those different movies. So, some of those movies kind of were like,
I mean, because
made that hair.
I can't.
Yeah,
I
I
can't
mean,
watch
that-
the damn.
that-
I can't
that's
watch
creepy,
the damn
you know.
Conjuring. I can't do it, man.
you can do it.
I mean, it makes me
I-
paranoid. I have to look all the way around
That
me.
damn
And my
nun
kids.
can go
Have,
to
have
hell.
all your lights on in the house.
Yeah, go to sleep with the
Hey,
lights
you-
on.
My electric bill gonna be high next
You know,
month.
you be running through the house, fucking with your hand in front of you, flipping the lights on real quick.
So I have a living room, dining room. I have a TV in both because so many people in my household. We all want to watch different stuff at different times. So the main living room is where my bedroom is. So if I walk in there and the kids are watching something scary and I'm ready to go to bed, I'm like, y'all got to go in there. 'Cause
I can't listen to that.
I mean, it'll sound like something pounding on my door and stuff. Like I would never go to sleep.
You
See,
need to go
I
ahead.
can't do it.
Listen, we need to call Ryan. And tell him
That's what.
you know,
horror
tell him don't
movies,
scare Jenny like we plan to with the hockey mask. She might.
That's
shoot
why.
us.
I love horror movies because it gets that adrenaline going in you. Especially
Yeah.
when something is scary. I
Yeah.
mean, it's. I
So,
don't know. I love that feeling.
If
I
you
love
are in a
watching movies.
situation where, like a real life situation, where, Jason was after you, do you try to fight him or do you try to run
Hell
from him?
no.
You try to run from him?
Yeah.
Chris, do you try to fight him or you try to run from him?
Oh, I'm running.
Because if you ever notice, everybody's running wide open.
I think I would
Panically.
try to fight him because I mean he's
Would you?
fast.
I try to.
He's
I try
fast.
to have
like
a conversation with him.
if you could like,
I've worked things out.
A lot of dead people's tried to have conversations. with him.
yeah.
I'm like, hey, buddy.
Would you get naked like you would if you was purging?
You damn right. Maybe he wouldn't get. I'd get naked in front of him and start.
How many naked people has Jason killed?
None.
A lot.
Oh yeah. Well,
Because most
Yeah.
of them
most of
having
them,
sex.
most of them doing the nasty, and he ends up running that old blade through both of them.
He normally does.
A 2 for
Which-
1 deal.
Yeah,
But-
which one was that? Where the
In the shower or whatever?
no in the tent. Where
Was that part?
where the girl was on top of the guy, and he took the big
Yeah.
tent stake and
And run it.
run it through her, and then like split her in half.
Yeah.
Could you imagine being that guy?
Yeah.
Sitting there having the time of your life. All of a sudden, you see something come through her.
Time of your life.
Yeah, and it is split her open like that.
Well-
Split
He
her
was
in half.
having the time of his life.
Well, I lost
Well, he
that
was.
erection. Yeah, I mean, he was for a second. It was
Yeah.
the last time of his
I-
life.
I don't know if you saw the movie. He was enjoying himself pretty good.
So you
Was he,
you would
Scott? Was
so
he
you would
into
try to
it?
fight Jason.
I would try to fight him because I mean running. I mean, obviously the dude's fast. Okay, you're not gonna get far.
He walks. He got
Yeah,
the
he-
airport
So-
He
walk.
so-
walks. He never.
So if I'm
Well,
going,
now, and not to cut you off, Jenny, but he did run in part 3.
I ain't never seen that.
He did. In
He-
part
I got
3.
it.
and
I
he
got
may
it.
have,
I got
but,
fast.
But most of the time,
fast
if
Since
you-
then,
Yeah.
it shows him always walking.
Right.
Well, I mean, how does people run so fast and then he's just there? Like,
Well,
how
because
does that
You're
happen?
always going through
Airport
the woods.
walk.
It's a movie.
It is a movie, but
Yeah.
That's
but,
how-
but you going through the woods and stuff. So me personally, I would not try to fight him because I just don't. He's done broke people in half and just he kills for sport.
Yeah, if
And-
you're talking about a real life scenario, like who
Yeah.
this is coming after you. Yeah,
Right.
no, I would.
and I'm
I'd
not
be
going to go
running.
through the woods.
Yeah, no, I
And-
wouldn't either.
And I'm going to get in a big wide area, and either I'm going to give up. He's finally going to kill me because I'm going to keep my eyes on him the whole time. At a good safe half-mile distance away from him while I'm constantly watching him the whole time
Oh, yeah.
if I can.
Well, I mean, he's gonna get you either way. So, I mean, if I'm going down with a fight. I ain't going down by running from something.
Jenny gonna be like, you
go
getting this beer bottle inside that head?
I'm gonna go down with a fight.
Well, of course, but he's going to have to finally put me into position to where I'm going to go down with the fight because sitting there watching him, I'm going to be like, damn, he just killed Chris's naked ass, and I'm going to try to survive as long as I
So
can.
you gonna try to run and get yourself out of breath and
No, no,
tired.
no.
That way, by the time he comes up on you, you can't fight him. I mean,
Right. No.
I would just stand there and wait on him. And
I'm going to try to get
fight
myself
him.
in a smart
well,
position.
but if we're going by based off of what we know with Jason, he's already been hatchet to the head,
Well, he don't like water.
shot, been electrocuted, and he still ain't dead yet. So I don't
No,
think
but he-
fighting him's going.
he
You
will-
don't think I'm
water
gonna be able
makes
to,
him nervous.
He will walk straight into water, though, to kill your naked ass.
Yeah. And I can see you out there doing your second language out there. He'd be coming right after you.
He wouldn't get Chris. He'd be like, "This motherfucker's retarded. Let me go on to somebody else."
I think he would get him.
I give him the old the damn meat dance. Start flapping my weenie everywhere. He like, I ain't fucking with him.
He'd probably be roasting that thing on a fire.
Yeah. So you were flapping, he'd be like,
Yeah. Because I tell
thing
you,
will be off.
because part 6 is probably my favorite part for different reasons. Probably not so much as the scary parts on all of them, but a lot of it. But like the Freddy versus Jason, like I really enjoyed watching that because there was so much suspense for so long build up when you knew that it was coming out or whatever, just to watch them fight. And I think
Oh, yeah. We all went and saw that in the movie.
we did, and it was, just a part where like they in the cabin and that fire is burning, and Freddy's standing there, and then he realizes Jason's behind him. when he's,
Yeah.
and the way that they made it look like, and like that one was not scary to me whenever like the fighting started, and I don't think Freddy
Well,
could have hung
I-
with Jason like he did.
I
but
think, I think the part 6 was about the last one that was really scary to me. I guess because that was
they
part
started
6
getting
come out in
far-fetched after.
86. I think so. I was 10 years old, so
Yeah.
I was still young. At that age, you still all that type of stuff scares you.
Yep.
And when part 7 and 8 and all that come out, and you get a little bit older, the movies are you enjoy watching them, but just
Because you're a fan.
yeah, but it's not really scary anymore. As far as
And maybe we get to that point that we're not scared anymore, but still some movies still make me
yeah,
cringe,
there's
but-
still horror movies that scare me, even as old as I am now. At 32 years
Oh,
old,
yeah.
but
even was it part
Hey, you lie. Oh my God! Lying son of a
I
bitch
see
right
the
here.
wheels in his head. He
Yeah.
was like,
hey,
I
but,
don't think he's 32. I don't.
but even
34. I made that up. 34.
but even I can't, was it part 5 or part 7 where the girl had the powers, the telepathic powers or whatever?
That was part 7.
Part 7. Now he didn't understand that, and you could tell he didn't
Yeah, he didn't
understand
know
it.
what was
And
going
even
on.
though it was far fetched, and it made me think because that dude that played the
That
doctor
was the new blood, right?
Was the one who played on Weekend at Bernie's.
Right. And,
He was
and I
Bernie.
Yeah. And that's what I was getting ready to say because I thought about it and I was like, he's the one that played in Weekend at Bernie's or whatever, but
Yeah.
but that was like Jason did not understand why I can't fucking kill you, bitch. You know, every
He
time
was
he'd go
try-
to, yeah, I mean, and her would, like, she was fucking his ass up, you know. And that one wasn't super scary neither, but like I just enjoyed
You enjoyed watching it and watching
him getting beat at his own game, you know, basically,
Yeah.
or not being able
Well,
to.
I think that's what they all became. I mean, when as you get older, you know, you it's just things change. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
you don't. When you were a little kid watching these movies, you know, it really scares you. You know, but then when you get older and you, I guess because when you're young, you watched them, so you're a fan of them, and you keep watching them. Continue. Like if they come out with another Friday the 13th, I'd go watch it.
Oh,
now,
absolutely,
you know.
yeah. You know, even
And
Jason in
the
Space
remake
or whatever.
they did in 2009.
Hey, so did you
I enjoyed that one.
did
know.
you see something where they getting ready to do a prequel called Crystal Lake or whatever?
I saw something about that.
Yeah, because I was reading something on that. Are you going to watch that?
I'm not gonna wash it. Wash what?
Watch the prequel.
Oh, watch. I was like, what
Watch.
the fuck
I
you
don't
talking
think
about?
Chris
I'm
knows what we're talking about.
I wasn't licking the microphone.
It's your microphone. Do as you will with it.
I ain't heard nothing about no prequel.
Yeah, so when I was reading up on like different things or whatever, apparently they going to do a prequel to Friday the 13th, and it's going to be called Crystal Lake. Now,
I did read something about that. I don't know how far along they are, you know, as far as if they even in the stages of writing it or
because
what. But I did read
when
about that.
did Miss Voorhees, was that in the late 50s or what year was it that
was-
Jason supposedly
You talking about
died?
when the movie took place?
Yeah, when part one. When did it take place? When he died?
When he died,
Yeah.
I think it was in the 50s or 60s.
I thought it was around the
when
late
when
50s.
when he died. I
Right.
think. The movie was the movie come out in 1980, and I think it was set in 75 or 76.
When she started killing or whatever.
Yeah, and I'm not sure. I mean,
Yeah. So, but I was
I
thinking,
think it was somewhere around there. It's when the movie was set.
I was thinking if they're going to do a prequel, I mean, you know, they going back and they're going to have to break out some old station wagons and, you know.
They're gonna have to do. Yeah,
and I was like, how is that going to work? But with the way technology is
they
today.
can. I mean, they can. Yeah, with technology, they can do it.
But the bar will be set high for them to start. Because part one was scary, which I was young back then when the, you know,
Yeah.
Jason's mom was killing. But like part two, I thought was really scary. And
That was one when he wore the hood with the
Yeah, the
one eye.
sack with the
Yeah.
one eye. That was
Yeah.
on part two.
Yeah.
yeah, that was before the mask.
And that's where at the
when did he
end where he
pick-
jumps through the window and you can see how deformed he is.
Oh,
He
yeah.
grabs her.
Yeah,
Yeah. Where did he get the hockey mask from?
Part three.
that was
It
about,
shows him
up
picking
to-
it up.
One of the characters' name, I think his name was Shelley.
we discussed that about 15 minutes
I
ago.
know, we already talked about that.
Oh shit, my bad.
He had the hockey mask, and he played a prank on one of the other girls in the cabin where he jumped out and scared her with the hockey mask.
He had a low self-confidence.
Yeah, and then he ends up going out to the pier, and Jason, I think, shoots one of the harpoons.
Oh, yeah,
Right.
that was a harpoon.
Yeah, right in his eye. And he had the hockey mask in his hand, so next thing you see is Jason with the hockey mask, and that was
That was
where
it.
the whole
That was
iconic
Yeah.
scene was born, I
That
guess.
was it.
Yeah,
That's
that was
It
scared the
started-
shit out of my ass.
About that, since you we're talking about part three now, do you know that when it came out in August of 1982, E.T. was blowing up everywhere. It'd been like number one at the box office for like 8 weeks. When Friday the 13th Part 3 come out,
Shut
it
it
knocked
down.
E.T. out
the
at the
top
top spot.
spot.
Yeah.
8 weeks. It was.
E.T.
I don't
was
think a movie has been in theaters for 8 weeks in a
not
very
not
long-
lately, but it's not. Back
It's like,
then, it was all
What, 3
movie
weeks
theaters.
max now?
Maybe.
Something like
Well,
that.
now because
It's
Three
not
movies
long.
can go so quick to
Yeah.
go so quick to video or streaming services
Yeah.
and all. Yeah, but yeah, so it was E.T. was I think E.T. that was back when E.T. was like dominating everything. It was it was number one. Nothing could beat it. And then Friday the 13th Part 3 came out, and I mean beat it as the number one movie. for
Yeah,
that
Chris,
week.
do you know what ET stands for?
Extraterrestrial.
Look at the brain
Yeah.
on Chris. How about that?
Thank you.
Did you
I
did
take
you,
that as a compliment.
did you see E.T.?
I did.
Do you know who the little girl was that played E.T.?
I don't.
Drew Barrymore.
Drew
The
Barrymore.
little girl.
I'll be damn. I'll be damn. I'll be shit. Fuck.
How about that? Do you know Corey Feldman was in part 4?
He's got part to do with the prequel.
Do you know he's also in the very beginning of part 5?
Of
The
Friday the 13th?
opening scene of part 5, Corey Feldman's in there. But Corey Feldman wanted to reprise his role in part 5. You know, part 5 has Tommy Jarvis, but it's not Corey Feldman other than the very beginning of the movie, you know. Because then it skips forward to like he wakes up, he's dreaming where he's older. And
He's
so
like Chris's age.
they changed the movie part because Corey Feldman wanted to be in there. He wanted to play it, you know, because he liked part 4. He liked playing the character, and he wanted to be in part 5. But he had just got signed on for the Goonies with Steven Spielberg,
And that was probably
and which he didn't want to do the Goonies.
Hey, you guys!
He wanted to do but he wanted to do Friday the 13th Part 5. He didn't want to do the Goonies because he liked the horror movies.
horror stuff.
But I guess I don't know if
You
he's
know, he's
already
a fucking.
did a contract
he's a
or whatever.
douchebag. And
Is
like,
he
really,
really?
he's
Is
a
he?
fucking douchebag.
Why?
He was on that TV show. What TV show he was on? I can't think of the TV show at the moment, but he is a fucking douchebag.
Everything I've seen with him, he looks like he's all right guy. I know he's had a lot
What
of
was the other Corey that passed away?
Corey
Corey
Haim.
Hames. You sure
Yeah.
you're not getting them
They were
confused?
both.
I'm telling
they were
you.
both buddies growing up. I think.
He's a
But I mean,
total
both of
douchebag.
them.
He's like a.
But both of them had a lot of
There's a
sexual
name. Yeah.
molestation coming up in Hollywood.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
And Corey Feldman's one who
Yeah.
he's
a
come out and
whistleblower.
said, you know, yeah, there's a lot of that going on in Hollywood. You know,
Well,
especially getting
There's
young,
a name
young
for
boy
it. What's
actors and
the
stuff.
name for it? Where
You groom them. You're grooming kids. And that's what
I
Hollywood
think that's
does.
what it is. I think that's what he's doing to women because he downs women and you know.
I hadn't. Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'll find it. I'll find it and I'll send it to you. But that
Everything
dude's a
I've seen with
fucking
Corey
asshole.
Feldman, he seemed like an all right dude. I mean, I know he's had his issues and all, but I mean, all that stems from, you know, being molested and all
What
that
was
stuff.
that TV show
coming
where a
up,
bunch
you
of
know.
celebrities lived in the house together for a certain period of time and
The Voice.
no damn voice, but it was something, and he was a part of
I
the
know what
show.
you're talking about.
And
He was a part of the
he
show
was
with
a
he
dick.
was on one with
Big Brother.
he was
house.
on one with Vince
Was it
Neil.
Big Brother Celebrity?
Not a
It was no, I
forgot
think
the name.
I think they had a celebrity
Big Brother.
Big Brother or something. I remember one Vince Neil was on, and Corey Feldman was on also. And they had like VH1 did it. They had like 7 or 8 different episodes. I mean, seasons.
It was him.
was one
It
they
was a
had-
hell of a lineup. It was Corey Feldman and damn.
Tommy Lee Jones.
No, what the hell's the porn star's name? The guy,
Ron Jeremy.
Ron Jeremy.
Oh,
He was on a different.
Oh,
he was on
Dirty
one
Ron.
with Vanilla Ice.
Yeah. Well, it was a TV show
Yeah.
similar to that, but it
I
wasn't
used
that
to
one.
watch those things. I was like,
Yeah.
this thing's fucking
Yeah, you
crazy.
find out shit about
Yeah.
him. You're like, I didn't know he was like that. You know, it's fucking weird.
well, so and
You know what Vanilla
Maybe
Ice's real name is?
Henry
Robert Van Winkle.
Marvin Van Winkle.
Winkle.
What the hell was his mama thinking?
She's
She like
probably
Robert?
thinking I like Robert,
And she
and
didn't know it.
my last name's Winkle, so
I wonder if her name was Cat Winkle.
Could have been, but I hadn't ever really seen that or Corey Feldman, and I'm
I
not
hadn't
saying he
either.
don't, but and you don't have to look it up right now. I mean, you can look it
I
up.
judged him off that one TV show.
It-
he might not be, but that TV, he's a.
well, and
I've
it might have made
always-
him look bad or something.
I've always thought.
mean, he
that
might
was
be, I don't
pretty-
know.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean,
It
I
could
mean,
have been
never
a
know.
strategy.
Well,
Could've
maybe,
been.
but
Yeah,
it was a
it's
reality TV
well,
show.
and if
with
it's a
no-
Big Brother type thing, then
Yeah.
I don't know.
you're trying to win, so
But
maybe that's
I
what he
remember
was doing.
watching. I'm like, what the fuck, this fucking douchebag looking son of a bitch. The nerve on this guy, you know.
Yeah. So his name's tied in with the prequel. Him and another guy, and I've seen it, of Crystal Lake. So I'm sure he's going to be in it somehow. But I mean, how do you doing a prequel? I mean, is it going to be scary or is it, because the killings doesn't
A
start till-
prequel.
Well, and then also,
It's after after
if he's going to
everything's
be in it, he's going to have to be somebody other than Tommy Jarvis because
yeah.
I
mean,
thought sequel is like an after. So prequel is before
the
everything
prequel
started.
is before.
No, I
Yeah.
told him
So-
it was after.
So
I
it
was-
could be about like
You don't
what
roll with me.
happened to him or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, when he was
Yeah.
still alive. So
Yeah.
it would have had to been predating the first Friday 13th.
Yeah.
Well, so
Yeah.
are they going to have Freddy as the counselor that let him drown in the prequel? Ain't that how the fighting went on or something? Didn't they have something with the storyline, or am I wrong?
Something like that, but that might have been.
Wasn't he tied in? Freddie was tied in as like one of the
They
counselors
did it on
the movie, right?
On that movie,
that
they
episode.
tied it in that way. But I don't-
Great fight scene. I mean, you ought to
Yeah,
have
so
movie
I don't-
night
I
at your
don't know.
house where you cook for everybody and we can watch Friday.
We
13th.
talk about
That
this
day
all the time.
still ain't came yet.
I say y'all buy the alcohol and the food. I'll happily cook and partake in the
I
libations.
just ask you to.
I mean, as a
cook
great
your damn chili.
co-host.
I want you to cook your chili. That's all I ask.
Well, so you gonna buy everything else? He's
Hell
rich.
no, I'm-
You
I'm
got-
telling y'all, y'all buy the food and bring the libations over. I will partake in that and I will cook the food.
Let me check my schedule.
I mean,
But you can't show up and say, "Well, I forgot to go buy anything." Run to the store and get something because it don't work that way.
How's June 17th sound? Is your schedule clear for
No,
June
I'm
17th?
busy that
is
day.
your checkbook clear? No, he's busy that day.
He's broken busy that day.
Well, I'm always broke. I have to look and see if I'm busy.
Lies.
Lies, that damn 900 credit score that cat got.
Well,
Oh,
me and Travis will host y'all a party, and y'all
Really?
can come
And
and
y'all
eat
pay
There
for
we
the
go.
food and everything.
and have. We got the pool, it.
Host horror movies, and y'all gonna serve the libations and the
And-
food and everything.
Yeah,
And
Look at her, Scott.
yeah.
thank you, Travis. You don't even know it yet, but we appreciate that.
Travis loves that kind of stuff. I mean,
Travis is a super nice guy.
he is a super nice guy.
He is.
Yep.
So we might have to
You
go
talk to him about that. Seriously,
Yeah.
no,
You
I'm
don't
being
have to
serious.
talk to
on that.
Travis about that. He'll be ready.
We don't have to ask him.
No,
We
he'll
just
be ready.
say, "Hey, Travis, we're having this at your house on this day." Scott, Chris, Carol, and he'll be like, "Okay."
We need you to buy the alcohol and all the food.
All right. Keep in mind, Jenny, this is all recorded, so there is no
Yeah.
taking it back now.
Yeah, he would.
They lying,
Ask
Travis.
him.
I didn't say that.
Asked him June 17th.
Hold on. Let's call him.
Go ahead, let's do a lifeline. We'll get old Travis.
You can call him.
Old Travis. I'm gonna ask him. I got questions.
He might not answer.
He'll answer.
He might.
He
not.
knows. He knows you.
He knows she's here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Hold it near the microphone now.
Yeah. Closer, all the way to it.
No, you good.
Hey, I need you to FaceTime me.
You can just put him on. You can put
Travis.
him on speaker.
Yeah, do FaceTime. Yeah.
Hey, Travis, you live on Guillotines and Guitars.
He might can't hear you yet.
I feel stupid. Answer. He hung up on you.
No, here it
No,
is.
he's FaceTiming, so she'll be able to turn it around. Hey, Travis,
What's up, man?
what's going on?
Hey, what's up, Travis?
We got serious questions.
Yeah, we got questions. Hey, June 17th.
Hold on. Hold on. Let Scott say hey to Scott.
Scott, say hey to Travis.
What's up, Travis?
Fix me one.
Hey. I tried to call you. You didn't answer the other day.
I know you didn't.
He's got caller ID.
Hey, we was wondering if you would host a party for us June 17th. That's a Saturday. We're
That's
gonna.
the day before Father's Day.
Is it?
Chris, you and your damn dates.
Is that Father's Day Sunday?
The
It
day
is. I'll
before.
be damn. Or June 10th. How about June 10th?
So we're gonna figure out a date, Travis, and they want to know if you'll host a party. And Jenny said you would take care of all the alcohol, you and her, and the food.
You hear that silence? That silence like, oh, fuck.
And also because it's going to be a pool party, we want to do the Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2 scene. So you got to hire a Freddy where you can come jumping out the pool.
And grabs Chris.
Yeah. You up for all that?
I'm not prepared for these questions.
Hey. So, we was wanting to do like a big horror movie night, like a party type deal at your house.
Just horror movies.
A horror movie. What kind of horror movie?
Bunches of them.
Studio 666. That's what we're watching.
Have a cookout at your house, and watch horror movies.
That's fine. I'm having a cookout right now.
Oh my goodness. Kind of steaks you cooking?
That looks good, man. You got us some burgers on there?
That's hamburger, buddy.
You got us some?
Bethune finest.
Bethune. Oh, you got it from Bethune store?
Yeah.
That's that possum meat.
Hey, tastes pretty good to me.
There ain't nothing wrong with possum.
Well, think about it, Travis, and let us know.
That's Travis Wyndham, ladies and gentlemen. Guillotines and guitars first. Travis Wyndham appearance.
Hey, wait a minute. Whoa. I didn't sign any contract.
Damn it, Carol! I told you we need the paperwork.
It don't matter. You being recorded, so everything's live. We already heard you say yeah.
That's right.
Your word is your bond.
Jenny said yeah before she even called. Well, just think about it. And
Go
let us
ahead
know.
and get your calculator out and figure out what it's just gonna cost you.
All right, man. Hey, it's good seeing you. Good talk. Hopefully, we'll taste some of them burgers.
I'm about to eat one right now.
Travis, thanks.
All right, man.
All right, Travis.
Peace out, baby.
Travis Wyndham, my man, a few words. I didn't hear a yes in that damn.
No, I think Jenny's.
I heard a lot of.
Yeah.
Just wait, y'all get a group text later.
I think Jenny's gonna have to convince him.
What date? Not that date.
Yeah.
Not that date.
He said,
Yeah.
He sounded like you.
I heard a lot of those.
Chris, what was your favorite Friday the 13th?
Jason Takes Manhattan. That's
Really?
far my favorite.
I think when they first went to New York, I was talking to Ryan. I think when they first started filming, he was on the street with the hockey mask on. I don't think they asked New York could they do that.
They did actually. That's the only scene that was actually filmed in New York.
Really?
The Times Square scene where
Yeah.
you're walking down
Yeah.
through Times Square. Yeah, because they had to. They actually word got out they were filming that scene. They had a lot of people who showed up on the streets to.
Yeah.
I mean, lines down the side to watch it, where they kind of had to clear them out some, to make it look like it was just a regular, normal,
Everyday business.
thing, not line like it was. So yeah, but that was actually the only scene filmed in New York,
Times Square.
Really?
the Times
Yep.
Square scene.
Yep, that's right. That's correct. Because they filmed
They
some
filmed
in
in
Los
Fan-
Angeles,
in Vancouver,
Yeah,
I think
Vancouver.
Vancouver.
Yep.
A lot of it was filmed in Canada.
Did that
Yep.
one start on the?
They had a
Start
$5
on the
million
cruise ship, or
budget.
did
That
for
one started. It was a.
It was
it
some
was
type of boat.
It was a private boat where the guy and girl
Yeah.
were on there.
Yeah.
And they dropped anchor, and the anchor catches that cable line.
Oh yeah, that's what
And
it does.
when it moves, you can see the electricity go through Jason when he's buried under all
he's
that
like,
rubble. Brings him back to life.
Right.
And he comes up and he kills them, and then you see that boat next to the cruise ship that the people take to go to New York.
Right.
And so he's on that. The
killing everybody,
Be bad to be
whooping
on
ass,
that
taking
cruise.
that. My favorite part in that movie when he goes up to them thugs and they talking shit to him, and he
Hey,
Lifts
listen,
that
he
mask.
lifts that mask. They
take
get
off
they
running.
getting out of town, son. They gone.
yeah, well, he walks. They sit there listening to their jam box, and he kicks it when he's walking by. Hey, home, what you doing? He's like,
Yeah.
because that motherfucker, and then he
Yeah.
turns around and lifts his mask up.
Yeah, they didn't.
And there's some bitches.
Oh, it's
yeah.
cool, man.
Yeah,
It's cool.
they don't want no part of that.
They didn't want to play. They had lost interest.
But that old dude on the roof that he was fighting, he was straight kicking Jason's
No
ass.
hell he wasn't.
Shit, it
He-
looked like it.
he was.
He was backing him up, but he was hitting his fucking
was hitting his
mask. I was
mask.
like, flip his damn mask up and then hit him.
Yeah, I
He
mean,
got tired and just like, oh, that's it.
Well, I know.
let me get my one punch in.
One damn
And knocked
takes
his
his
damn
damn head off. I was like, damn, shit. But that's my favorite.
But
one.
that's one thing about Friday the 13th, though, is their kill scenes. They get unique with them, you know. They get over the top with a lot of them.
Oh God, yeah. But that's what I like, man. The old gore.
Well, I
stuff.
do too. I like the gory stuff and stuff like that.
I don't know what happened. It was about 3 years ago. Rob Zombie had thought about doing a whole remake of Jason.
He did.
Friday the 13th. He didn't ever do anything with it though.
No, and Rob Zombie, I don't got anything against his movies. I think for what he does, his movies they're pretty good, but I don't think he fits to Friday the 13th.
I don't either. The Halloweens he did, I wanted to like them.
But I didn't either.
I didn't.
Yep.
Especially the second one with the whole horse, you know, thing with the white horse that he sees, and
Yeah, I mean that's
I didn't
he
see
just
that.
he just got
I
a
need to
little.
watch that. I didn't
He
know
got-
he did
I
that.
don't know. Every movie Rob Zombie made,
Is
I look at it and I'm like, I want to see it and watch it. And when I watch it, I'm a little disappointed. I don't know why.
Yeah,
It's just something's not living up to
no, I
to
think
my
he,
expectations.
I'm still
with
waiting
his
on
movie.
Quentin Tarantino. You know, he wanted to remake Hellraiser.
Hey, but you know, speaking of Rob Zombie, Friday the 13th Part 6 was made in Georgia.
yeah.
That's where it was filmed.
That's a cool picture.
It was filmed the same place that Rob Zombie did Halloween 2.
Oh, really? No, I didn't
Yep.
know that. I did not realize that.
Mm-hmm.
But Rob Zombie's good at music, and I'm not
He's
saying
great at
he's.
music.
I'm not saying.
And I
he's-
mean,
I'm not saying he. ain't-
Yeah.
I'm not
like
saying
I say,
he.
his moves. I don't know what it is about him. It's
It's just.
I wouldn't say
different.
that they're not good, but it's every time I watch them, I'm
disappointed.
disappointed in
Yeah.
them. I mean,
And maybe
I don't know
our
if it's just
expectations are too
and
high.
that might be what it is. I just might expect more from it. But yeah, I get every one. I get disappointed. I mean, there's still some movies he did. Like I like House of a Thousand Corpses,
No, that was good. I did like that.
and then
That was actually scary too.
and the Devil's Rejects. I liked it too. You know, I mean, I was still expecting a little more out of it, but I mean, it was still. I thought it was a pretty good movie.
Yeah.
And there's some of them he's made that I hadn't seen yet.
And I
But,
give him props for stepping in, being a director or whatever. But he's in a position to where he can. But I don't know. I guess I was just disappointed in a lot of his stuff. Not his music, but in his directing.
Yeah, but also I did find this nice little fun little guillotine fact.
Scott's very good at these little fun facts.
Part 7, the one you're talking about where the girl had the kinetic
Yeah.
powers or whatever.
Well, she could kick
That
ass
was
and not move.
that movie was filmed in Alabama near Mobile, and
Not Greenbow.
not Green,
Greenback.
but it was actually filmed on Burns Lake, near Mobile. But all the cabins they had in the movie were constructed just for the movie, and they were torn down after the movie.
After the movie.
After the movie
So-
was done, so they built all the cabins for the movie, and then they were torn down after the movie was shot. Yeah, the film wrapped up. They tore all the cabins down.
Damn.
And if I don't know if you remember, those were some nice cabins. I mean, if you look at them,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, and I know some was filmed in California because when we went through Universal and walked through through the haunted house thing, we went in October. But when we went through there, like the first Jason I seen, you saw like 6 different Jasons and 6 different Freddys. Like that fucker come walking out of a pond, and it wasn't that deep, but the way they had it made, I mean, well, when I say that deep, I mean the depth of the pond going from one side to the other. Now the depth of the water, like when he first come walking out the water, he was chest deep in the water, and like the sand around the pond and stuff, you could tell it was man-made, made on a set, but it looked like it looked real. I mean, it looked great, and even we went through like the cabin and stuff like that. And I mean, they got to be shot something there because they had the sign that said Crystal Lake when we got to the end of it, and it was very interesting. But you seen like 6 different Jasons and 6 different Freddys, and it was pretty.
Also,
wild.
that the Part 7, the one that was filmed
In Mobile.
in Mobile.
Was it Mobile or Mobile? Which is it, Chris? Is it Mobile or
Mobile.
Mobile?
Mobile, Alabama.
Mobile. Well, y'all are both.
I want to
voting
say
the same way.
Greenbow so bad because I was forced.
But they hired because it was on a lake, and Alabama has a lot of
Oh yeah.
Alabama.
alligators.
Yeah.
They actually hired a gator wrangler on set
Gator Wrangler.
To watch.
to keep gators away from the actors up there
Wow.
when they were actually filming.
Yeah.
As an actor, you out there and you got gator wranglers out there.
How would you feel if you were an actor and you had a director talking about, all right, now pay no attention to this guy over here. That's just our gator wrangler. He's making sure no gators come up on the
He'll
onto our
wrestle
set."
them if they come next to
Yeah.
you.
I'm like, what if he ain't
No
paying
worries.
attention and one sneaks by him? What the fuck?
Be in that water wondering.
Damn
Wondering if
gator
the
wrangler.
gators-
Oh, damn that shit. I'd opt out. I'm like, hey, whatever, I'm out.
Would you rather have that or have the director say, now we trying to save money, so we're not having a gator wrangler, but there are gators on this part of the lake, so when you're doing your scene, you just kind of watch out for them. Or would you rather have them say, we got a gator wrangler to keep things under control?
I'm like, I need a gator wrangler to be an extra in the scene 'cause I need his ass right beside me. I need him right here.
I need him dressed as a gator, as a matter of
Yeah,
fact.
yeah, just dress him as a damn gator.
How long's it been since they released the last Friday the 13th?
2009. That was when the Friday the 13th remake came out. The one where had the guy who plays in Supernatural, I think.
Yeah.
I can't remember what his name is, but
Well, so New Line Cinema got
and that
it.
one was, I don't know if it was New Line Cinema or not. New Line Cinema was that they got the rights when they did
Freddy
versus Jason.
Well, somebody need to get
Or
out there.
they had the rights for Jason Goes to Hell Part 9.
Yeah.
Where at the end it shows
The mask.
Freddy's hand come up and grab the mask. But I guess they had Freddy versus Jason.
So-
I don't know.
I think
That was the next.
Somebody
one
need
after
to get
that.
off their ass and release another one.
I tell you
I mean,
what, the worst Jason that was ever made was Jason X.
Oh man,
it
That was horrible.
It was
that
terrible.
was
That was freaking horrible.
It still has some pretty cool kill scenes in it, but it was
Yeah,
dumb.
just
It
the
was-
mask and all that stuff, that was just bad, man. Just bad.
It was.
Star Wars Jason. What the hell was that shit?
Did you think about eating the heart after you watched it?
Maybe. What if I did?
But yeah, that one was. I agree. That one was.
Yeah, it was. But I did like the so that was Jason X. So that was the 10th one, and then I think then they had the remake, which was the one that come out in 2009.
That was. And they hadn't done one since.
Hadn't done one since then. I
Damn.
don't think.
Look how much money they lose.
The one in 2009, I think, was filmed in Texas, near Austin, I think.
I remember seeing where one was
Actually,
filmed.
you remember when the guy, the lead character, he's the one looking for his sister, on the motorcycle, gets stopped by the cops on that street.
Yeah.
I think that area, there's been a lot of other movies filmed there in that
really?
location. I think,
A lot of different shows. And
yeah,
stuff.
a lot of different things. I mean, a lot of different
Dukes of
horror
Hazzard.
movies. I think, what was it? There was, what else was filmed there? There was something. There was a couple different movies filmed at that location, but I mean, that's about like anywhere. There's a lot of things that are filmed, at the same location.
Oh yeah, that you would never think about.
Never
or
think
realize.
about.
Yeah. Got a
Got some emails,
Little Wayne,
Little Wayne.
or one of our avid listeners. We appreciate him so much.
He's already answered every damn question.
I'll go ahead and read his.
We
He
might
said,
have to change the topics.
He said, Camp Knee Bebo. No Bebo. Is that how you say it? No Bebo.
You talking about for Crystal Lake Camp, the Boy Scout camp?
Boy Scout
Yeah,
camp.
No Bebo Scout. Located in New Jersey, was used as Crystal Lake in the original film. After that, they used different lakes in different states. Part 6 was filmed mostly in Georgia, while the remake was filmed in Texas. He is very educated on that. My favorite film was part... What the hell's IV?
Like 2 parts before VI. Or
I
1
can't
part.
stand Roman numerals. Little Wayne, I don't know what the hell
IV is 4.
I
IV is 4.
I
Yeah.
need an IV sometimes, but I don't know what the hell
The IV is 4.
Okay, he said his favorite one is part 4.
That's one with Corey
The final
Feldman.
chapter.
Corey Feldman when he's a kid as Tommy Jarvis.
Yeah. The final chapter with the late Ted White playing Jason Voorhees. That's pretty cool. Yeah, he knows some shit.
I didn't.
And it's Tina Turner. He said, Tina Turner, we don't need another hero.
Good choice.
Yeah, we go.
Mad
Great,
Max
great.
Beyond Thunderdome.
Great
Great
choices.
thing. Thank you, Lil Wayne, for
He's on. Yeah,
he
he's always. We gonna have to.
I
With
told him
Lil
we got-
Wayne, we gonna have to find out a way to get him the topics when the show starts.
Oh, he sent a bunch.
I know, but I know but
You
I
know
mean,
he's moving here.
No, I'm talking about because you put him out before the show starts, and he's already listing everything.
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
like,
He's on it, man.
damn.
He's on it.
Leave
man.
us something to talk about.
He's moving back here sometime this year, and he said, "I want to come on the show." I said, "You've got it, son."
Yeah, he can. Be
And
on
we
the show.
gotta. I'm gonna let him pick the topics when he comes down. You pick both topics, and that's what we're gonna talk about.
That'll be great.
But we
We'll
appreciate
let him-
Little Wayne. We
we'll-
appreciate a lot of people out there listening to. Like Jenny, she likes us and listens to us.
She's
We
not out
appreciate
there
her.
listening to that.
She's here. But
And
we
she's
appreciate
over there-
everybody.
She's over there thinking about how she's going to talk Travis into this.
God, he's gonna be
This
mad when
cookout.
I
I
get
know.
home.
Hey, Jenny,
No,
it didn't sound too promising.
No, that's because he's a little hungover from last night. But he's off this week, so
You
tomorrow
need to
while
get
I'm working,
another shirt with more holes in it. Go home.
yeah.
And tell him we're having a party.
Tomorrow while I'm working, he'll text me and he'll say, "What night was that again?" And then y'all be getting a group text. Like, I know how Travis works. Okay,
Okay.
Well,
So
we hope so.
Scott,
What-
what about them group texts?
We will have to make like Scott has made promises to us, so Travis will raise the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
What? I've never made promises.
No, I said we're gonna have to make like you made promises, so Travis will raise.
Because
the
I'm
bar.
kind of like Chris. I was hearing Travis, and I was like, that sounds like me talking to these
It
guys.
does. It does. Because
He wasn't that bad.
I know when you don't want to do something, you go, well, we'll talk about it. You know, I'm like,
No, he don't. He
Scott's ain't
just
down
says
with
no.
that shit.
Yeah, he says no. I'm not agreeing to that.
Travis
no.
a bit random though. He'll let you know like the day before. Hey,
That'd be cool. Though we'll have a big jam session. You know, just bring, have a
Yeah,
good
bring
little
some
time.
guitars and
Have some food, watch some horror movies, play a little bit of music. That'd be
Maybe
What,
you
some
finally get Scott to watch Studio
horror
666.
movies?
Horror.
Or horror.
Ho- it's horror.
We watching horror movies or we watching horror movies?
Pornhub.
Pornhub on the big screen.
Pornhub horror.
Through the surround sound.
it has to be Asians though, because I think Travis likes Asians.
Wait a minute. Is Andy coming?
Oh my God.
You won't get him to leave if you got the Asian porn on.
Damn.
Just no high heels for Ryan. Ryan likes whores with no high heels.
No high heels.
Oh God! Don't get us
yeah.
started
He
on
will-
that
he will
shit.
get angry.
Oh my God!
Nope. So
Death threats everywhere.
I love how this show it's about rock and horror movies. I was we talking about
high
porn.
heels and porn.
We talking about porn now.
Oh man! All right, we're running out of time. Jenny, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank y'all for having me.
Yeah,
You're
we had
welcome.
such
We
fun,
had
Jenny.
so much fun with you. I mean, not like that. I mean, being here with
Just
Me
You
being
being
here
here,
without
yeah.
thanks
y'all.
for coming on the show,
Yeah.
Jenny.
Being on the show, discussing the topics.
Yeah.
Yes.
not
like-
that.
It was
Don't let
great.
Chris get
Yeah.
lost.
I think I like the random conversation thing.
It's
fun.
Yeah, yeah.
We get off a
Yeah.
lot, off topic.
And it's
all.
okay. We just talk. That's all
Yeah.
we do. Scott gets drunk and he talks out of his ass, and it's funny.
Yeah. Says the man with 2 cups and his empty bottle. I still got.
Hey, I did good tonight. I only had 2 drinks.
How
tonight.
many waters did you make it through tonight? You said you was going to drink how many waters
I
tonight?
did say that. I didn't drink any water.
Oh, you didn't drink none. Oh,
Yeah, we know. We all know.
I didn't drink any
We
water.
were watching.
But
We knew that when you said you were
this
going to drink water.
right
We
here,
were
what
like,
you see is
"He's
usually
not drinking."
times 6. I usually have about.
he has done good tonight.
I did good
will
tonight.
say.
After the other night, I can't
Yeah.
do that no more. I had to slow my libations
Yeah.
down.
He went home and ended up going in the neighbor's house. Wasn't even his house. He walked in the wrong house. And
No, Kimberly
They-
said, "What the fuck is wrong with you?
Come on.
Where's your truck at?"
Language, Chris.
Oh, I'm sorry. She's hell.
I thought we were going to make it through a whole show.
Listen, hey, I went out. I got my keys to my truck. Walked outside. I didn't see my truck. I was like, somebody stole my fucking truck. I went in there. The camera light started. I was like, my truck ain't here. I was like, what the fuck? Did you get my truck? And I was like,
is that the neighbors?
I didn't drive home last night. Trey drove me home. Oh shit, my truck's still at the studio.
Trey told Chris when he was getting in the truck, he said, "Get in the truck, I'll take you home. Don't fucking touch nothing."
He sure did. And
I bet he was in there touching everything too, rolling the window down. Give me a shot, Trey. I'll take one.
Yeah, he was. But
he said, you told me you love me 700 times before we got home.
Oh my
I said, I'm a
God.
very lovable person.
you
know
weren't
that?
singing no Tina Turner to him, was you?
Nah, I wasn't that. Well,
Well,
Jenny, thank you for coming on.
Thanks,
Thank
Jenny.
y'all.
We
Thank you,
appreciate
thank you. We had fun.
We did, Jenny. We
great.
hope you enjoyed it too.
Yep.
We had a blast.
Had a
We
blast.
like having
Don't
people
forget to
on.
talk to Travis about that.
Yeah, I
We
did
got- we
that.
got-
Good,
I
good
know
luck, Jenny. We'll see if
We
you
gotta
can
have
pull
that.
it
Because
together or not.
From our phone call, things didn't sound so.
Yeah,
promising.
yeah. We got a lot of and ums. And
He's
oohs and-
hungover and he's got the eye on the food right now. So you know.
Okay, well, good luck.
Well, this is
we're rooting
cut
for you.
13. Cut 13, boys. Cut
13 episodes.
And I
13.
didn't know when we did the topics, this was cut. I mean, I knew it was cut 13, but I didn't realize we was going to talk about Friday the 13th. So that's pretty damn cool.
It
It is, but the Friday 13th thing was your idea,
It was.
and I think both me and Carol were thinking
Yep.
it's 13. Chris is actually thinking for a minute.
I know.
And I wasn't
Cut
even
13.
thinking.
I thought he won't talk about Friday 13th. That makes sense. We cut
Yeah.
13. We do a
We
Friday 13th.
we
See
were
how much
bragging.
good
And
I
then when
do?
he comes in tonight, he's like, I think Carol mentioned something about it. That's a good idea, Chris. You doing Friday 13th? When it's our 13th cut. Oh shit! It's our 13th cut. Oh my God! How about that?
Hey, see how much better
I was like,
do?
you didn't know that?
See
No.
how much better I do when I don't think? See, I'm on to something here.
Might be.
Maybe.
But this cut 13. Thank you for Jenny. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Carol.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everybody. Hey, cuts 1 through 10 is now out on all platforms. Soon be 11.
Hurry up! I'm about
So
to cut you off.
we're doing. We're on Spotify, every platform you can think of besides Pandora. I don't know why we're not on Pandora.
Check
yet.
us out on YouTube, TikTok.
Carol, why we're not on Pandora?
Just
I don't
now
know.
on TikTok.
We're working on it.
We're working on it. But
Soon to be Pandora, hopefully.
Yep. Happy Memorial Day to everybody out there. Thank you for everybody who served.
Yes, everybody who has served.
Thank you. Thank you. And this cut will be out in 2 weeks. John
In
Bird's
2
cut
weeks.
will be out. Yeah, 2 weeks.
Wednesday morning, 2
Yep.
a.m.
John Bird's cut will be out Wednesday at 2 a.m. But anyway, hope everybody has a good night. This is Guillotines and Guitars, and we're out.
We are out.